All right, welcome to another man's point of view. Today I got for you another quick video that comes along with a what I would say brilliant movie scene to explain this simple premise, right? That seems to go over everybody's head in the internet today. So let's go ahead and jump in, right? Check this out.
That's fair
Men
enough,
want
but
traditional
You're in the
women,
bottom
but there's nothing
50%.
traditional
Try
about men
it.
anymore. We
Yeah.
have to split
there's
the
nothing
bills with
traditional
them.
about women anymore.
I thought men are supposed to lead women, so when men get weaker, isn't that essentially what's making the women weaker? And
It's a fair point to say that yes, as men, we ought to take some responsibility. There's like the super tradcon line, which is basically as men, like we bear full responsibility, like as leaders, like the position we find ourselves in, you can say, oh, it's fully men's fault. However, in order to be a leader, you need to have people willing to follow. And feminism has taught women to not follow. Here's the thing though, a lot of women desire those traits in men that you could consider leadership traits, assertive, decisive, etc., leadership dominant, whatever you want to say. Women want these traits in men, but they don't want to follow. They want the leader, but they don't want to follow. That's fair.
So now it's feminism's fault. This guy completely sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and show you why by this scene right here. Check it out.
Where is that man?
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
What the hell is going on?
Our plan is proceeding as expected.
Really? Do I look like I'm running Wayne Enterprises right now? You're hit on the stock exchange. It didn't work, my friend. And now you have my construction crews going around the city at 24 hours a day. How exactly is that supposed to help my company absorb Wayne's?
Leave us.
Nope. You stay here. I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
I've paid you a small fortune.
And this gives you power over me?
And there you go. Right? Couldn't have said it better myself. Now I know Bane is a colleague of mine, which is why we understand this language. Now, the reason I put that scene up is to show you what seems to be the problem with these, I don't want to call them idiots out there, right? Trying to make mental gymnastics out of something so ironically, right, logically, correct. Like that young lady there just literally explained, and I've been trying to say it myself, right? Men are weaker, which is why women are weaker, right? That's simple. And he goes on to say, well, and the comments are worse, right? I hate to say it, but that Bane scene explains everything, right? This guy, you got this big CEO, right, who's quote unquote in charge and he's the boss, until a real man puts just a little bit of pressure on his little sorry ass pencil neck, showing him that he ain't in charge at all. That's basically what women do to weak ass men that can't seem to understand, right? How stupid you look when these words come out of your mouth. Like, well, yeah, well, you are correct. I can't be the leader if you don't want to be the follower. What kind of a dumbass, weak ass man says that on camera? Well, there you go. We found one. Right? And what's crazy about this, right? Everybody in the comments is agreeing with this, right? Like, well, and this is how stupid it is. I'm gonna reenact what he did, right, in his little ass video. Well, see, and he's trying to go off all intellectual there, right? Well, women have now followed feminism, right? But I can't be the leader if they don't want to follow. Did you just not say that they're following feminism? So if they're following feminism, that clearly means they ain't following you. And it ain't because they don't want to follow you, even though it is, but they don't want to follow you because maybe, just like that dude in the Bane video, do you feel in charge? But I pay the money. And that gives you power over me? Couldn't have said it better myself. The problem with this is like what I said. Children, boys, dudes, guys of today don't know what true power is. Right? They follow the G, right? You have a Bugatti. Think that's power? Really? You think because you can buy your little ass way into some fake respect, right? You are now the man. You don't understand that? You don't see it? That alone shows, not just me, but the women, all of them. They all know who you really are. At the very least, they have a hunch, right? And you saying this stupid shit, literally, right, on your little podcast, right? And not only that, but you actually think you figured something out. You're smart, right? Well, the only reason I'm not a leader is because the followers don't seem to know how to follow. Really? Really? That's your excuse, right? And as that guy learned right there, when a true man entered the room, right, and showed him exactly where he stands, right, and that he had no power at all. It was a fallacy, false prophet. Somebody that thinks that he's powerful because he paid a bunch of money. Well, there you go. That's 2024 in a nutshell, right? That's all these CEOs and all these quote-unquote managers and bosses, and they all think they have power. Hold power, right? But in the real world, right, when it comes right down to the nitty-gritty, right, everybody will be put in the place where they really belong. But anyways, that's not a threat. So anybody out there, don't get all crazy on me. But there you go. So if you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? I think Bane explained it. Pretty simple. Do you feel in charge? And if you don't, and just like the comments that I'm not really going to go into because it'd be too damn long. But if you look at the comments, showed her, right? Brilliantly said. There was one dumbass comment. I'll get into that one. Right? Comment was, women kick out men out of their houses and then ask, where do men go? Well,